Hey guys, welcome to our channel, Mystery Recaps. Today, we will recap a 2017 horror action movie named A Bigger Splash. To know what happens later, keep on watching the video and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Trevor and Mina are gently dancing in a room with candles. Kyle, they are making out in an abandoned house with Trevor, his friend, and his girlfriend. Despite Kyle's cough, they go on. She and Trevor use candles to look around as a consequence. At the city's edge, there is pandemonium. Long traffic queues trying to escape the city are blocked by the army. A dad attempting to take his child to a hospital outside of town is prohibited by the captain. In contrast, Mina and Trevor go back to Trevor's house because as soon as Kyle gets up, someone begins bleeding. When the other girl makes her way through the woods to her house, Mina, Kyle, and Trevor drive off in Trevor's vehicle. When she notices someone is following her, she runs away. She can move only so far before collapsing into a ditch. A corpse is seen falling into the ditch as we watch. Moreover, Trevor's elder sister is Corporal Sarah. She finds Nina and Trevor having a liaison in the living room when she gets home. She learns from Trevor that their mother has been unwell and is in her room. Sarah discovers that she has an extremely high temperature when she checks on her. Prior to bringing their mother to the hospital, when Nina mentions that Kyle had the sick as well, she goes back to her after that to get Trevor and her mother, Nina. On the way to the hospital, their mother has a nosebleed at Dr. Logan's cabin. He made an immediate call to Sarah. The captain and Sarah are talking about Kyle's parents' bodies. With her father, Trevor, is Mina. He suddenly cuts off. We can see that the virus is obliterating his brain cells. His eyes start to lose their color, and his face starts to droop. Following that, he suddenly assaults her mother and bites off a portion of her face. What do you think? Can these infected people be again recovered, or can be recouped from the zombie state? Let us know in the comment section. As a gang of them were pursuing him, Trevor and Mina look around the hospital. They trek through the woods till they find the exit and manage to leave to the front of the radio station. When they notice someone hiding in the building via the windows from there, they intend to dash inside. People are seen biting each other through the radio station's glass when the cop is abducted by a gang of zombies. The jockey succeeds in entering the station, nevertheless, and locking the doors. Despite this, Sarah and Dr. Logan were able to hide in his lab earlier while he was fighting zombies and lost his vehicle keys. Harry and Sarah want to access the room where the captain was slain through the ceiling ducts. Mina and Trevor ran to the station and pounded on the doors until the jockey eventually let them in. Two other individuals are skulking nearby. She had to navigate the hospital's ducts in order to reach the area containing the captain's remains. Private Salazar is hidden in the room, in the closet, and behind the ducts. They all three head back to the lab. The captain, who is now a zombie, follows them but gets bit by him in the palm. Nonetheless, everyone survives in order to destroy the virus. Sarah cleans his wounds with bleach. When exiting the hospital, Trevor broadcasts their position on the radio and asks for help from anybody listening, encountered by Sarah and the crew. They learn that a hedgehog may be used to dispatch the undead. The gang is left there as Dr. Logan lowers the zombie carrying a female, gets in his car and leaves. After they run out of ammunition, they find that fire can also kill zombies. Finally, they board the captain's vehicle and drive away. To eliminate him, though, the zombies ascend to the top of the car. Sarah takes several different turns. One of the zombies tries to ascend the radio station through the emergency exit in the garbage when Trevor drops a desk on top of it. A tissue paper that has been cut open is discovered by Nina. When Sarah zip binds Bud's hands to stop him from turning into a zombie, Salazar, Bud, and Sarah make a visit at a weapons store. Salazar walks into the store. The firearms are subsequently loaded by Sarah and Salazar, but when they go back to the car, one of them has changed into one of them. As Salazar is ready to shoot him, Sarah steps in and says that because he is zip-tied, he is not a threat. They then drive off after that. Just as they are preparing to depart the city, Sarah overhears Trevor calling for help on the radio. To help them, she turns the car around. Trevor observes his mother leaving her home and crossing the street from a window in the building. Sarah runs into multiple zombies while driving. Nina makes an effort to deter Trevor from insinuating that she could be infected. Trevor unlocks the door and dashes to get her. to notice that she has definitely turned into a zombie. To confront them, she runs away. To save Trevor, though, Sarah and the group show up on time. Sarah knocks her mum over. Trevor is speechless. Sarah assures him that she is not their mother anymore. Sarah then asks Mina to free the remaining people from the structure. Mina ascends to check, but no one is there. She finds the man on the ground when she does. His face has been eaten by a zombie. Just suddenly, the woman in the background emerges. Moreover, she turns into a zombie. She turns around and slams at Nina, sending her to the ground. The two of them ascend together. Nina puts up a strong struggle against the woman. In addition, she assaults him. They forced her from the window, which resulted to her death. They told Nina and Trevor to get downstairs right now. While still inside the automobile, they are able to flee from the zombies that are pursuing them. He does not, however, try to eat them. Salazar is baffled as to why. They halt the vehicle at the border to speak with several policemen. The guy assaults Sarah when she rolls down her window. They are all now zombies as well. As he steps out of the automobile, Trevor shoots him. Also emerging is Salazar, who starts firing at the surviving zombies. More. Their weapons are this time. They begin fire as they get closer to the gathering. They all hastily scramble inside the car. The border is closed, thus they are unable to exit the town. Trevor offers an alternative strategy. Make a guess in the comment section whether Trevor's strategy will work or not. As they go through it, Trevor and Sarah start fighting. At that same moment, Kyle comes out of the trees and leaps in front of their car. Sarah tries to divert the car, but it hits a tree and stops. When they appear, Kyle is dead. They have to walk since they can't get out of the automobile. After taking as many firearms out of the car as they could, the party starts to leave, but they are also captured. They arrive at the earlier abandoned home. They get inside and lock the doors, but then someone starts screaming non-stop. Sarah tells him to stop, but he disobeys. Just before a zombie bursts through the wooden door, Sarah reaches out and grabs. She manages to break away from him and shoots him in the face. A sizable horde of zombies, nevertheless, breaks into the house, but the residents fight them off. Nevertheless, the gang takes off. The group's remaining members leave and eventually locate a contemporary bunker inside the abandoned home. Despite being overwhelmed by the sheer number of computers and other technological gadgets present, they keep checking. They discover they are not the only ones present when they hear noises. Sarah and Salazar look around the room. Many laboratories in the area are loaded with chemical and pharmaceutical bottles. Logan in a room, even though he claims to be running from zombies. The other two believe he is hiding information. In the Wildfire Project, they come upon a piece of paper with Dr. Logan's name on it. He is compromised by Sarah into telling them the truth. He explains that they are taking part in a study on viruses. Trevor then walks into the space while holding a video he discovered earlier. The experiment was first initiated, according to a doctor in the film, to develop a bioweapon that would temporarily paralyze the nervous system and end enemy warfare. The project, however, has been damaged in some way, and anybody who gets it transforms into a zombie-like monster. When the gang goes along the corridor, the doctor, who had also turned into a zombie while conversing to the other doctor, pulls Dr. Logan from the ceiling. His body is seen falling in front of them. The group divides in two. When Salazar and Sarah enter, they find a dim bunker. Zombies attack them in a group. They are separated from Salazar, but Sarah is able to flee. Sarah, Nina, and Trevor are currently in a room filled with huge gas cylinders. The zombies should be gathered together and killed with the cylinders, according to Sarah. To lure the zombies inside, Sarah dashes outdoors. Nevertheless, the doctor grabs her and is ready to murder her when the zombie horde starts firing. The doctor isn't attacking Sarah. She's not the target. The remaining zombies are then lowered into the room as she rushes. Their plan works as all the zombies are burned to death by fire. They finally exit the vehicle and drive Dr. Logan's vehicle away. In the film's conclusion, the zombie assaults the camera. So guys, that's it for today. Check out this video on the screen to watch this amazing movie recap. Also, make sure you hit that subscribe button and bell icon to never miss any exciting movie recaps.